What up, though, everybody? What it do? What it do? What it do? Welcome back, child. Listen, Kenya, girl, we got some stuff to talk about, y'all. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Let's see. Yes, y'all can. Okay. Cool. What's up, just listening? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Y'all come on in the room. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Listen. Kenya, baby, to it. I'm not gonna make this like a super long video, but we definitely gonna get into it, honey. What's going on, Mama Bees? What's going on, Queen Sag? What's up, everybody? Miss Denise, I see you. Miss Siller, I see you. What's up? What's up? What it do? Okay, so listen. This is definitely going to be the talk of the town. Everybody's going to be talking about this for quite some time regarding Kenya and Andy and Bravo and Brit. It's just going to be the talk of the town. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to be talking about it for quite a while. Okay. However, Andy decided Andy went, he got his radio show or whatever, or his little radio show. So and I don't mean little. So clearly, he and his co-host had some things to say about Kenya, okay, and the entire situation. I do think that, we'll get to it because we're going to listen to it together. We're also going to go over the Tamron Hall interview. It's about 13 minutes. We're just going to take a listen to it. And then also, too, I want to, can you guys still hear me? Because what is going on? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Y'all double tap the screen as you guys come in. It is a free way of supporting the channel. All right. So please, and thank you. Girl, bye. Okay. I ain't even got I ain't got Danny to do. Anyway, so we're going to listen to the Tamron Hall interview. We're also going to listen to what Andy and his co-host had to say. We're going to read what Kenya had to say. And baby, we're just going to keep on doing it. We're going to keep on doing it. And you know what social media is, on either side. Some people are saying that Kenya is still escaping accountability. Others are saying, oh, well, she held herself accountable on Tamron Hall's show. And so that's the reason why we're going to talk about it. All right. It's 39 of y'all in here. Can y'all double tap the screen, please? I mean, it doesn't cost you a thing, honey. It really doesn't. It doesn't. It don't cost you a thing to double tap the screen. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and let's take a listen to what Andy had to say yesterday on his radio show. Give me just a second. I think most people are saying that though. Hey, Sheridan, I think most people are saying that. Like, most people are saying like Bravo did not move in the best way with this. Like, Brit, something should definitely have been done with Brit other than a sit down with production, because clearly production is the one that told her she affected, everybody. What she did was not cool. And so I keep saying two things could definitely be true at the same time. I did a whole live on it saying, like, why can't two things be true? Kenya wrong on her end, Brit wrong on her end. Brit should have been held accountable. I think most of us are saying that. But let's get into what Andy had to say over there I'm seeing people defend Brit, and I'm appalled. Yeah, I do see people doing that. What's up, Ham Sandwich? I do see people doing that. I do. Okay. What up, though, Harold? What it do? What it do? Hey, Miss LaQuanda. Okay, let's see. Thank y'all for being here. Please make sure y'all double tap the screen. It don't cost you nothing at all. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Okay, here we go.
Made a comment at the end of last week's episode, like, I have a gun and a whip, or something like that.
I saw that.
And on this week's episode, they all said to Brit that you can't say that shit. And she was like, yeah, you're right, whatever. She shows up to Kenya's opening of her gorgeous salon, which is beautiful, that Kenya has worked so hard on, that she dedicated to her daughter. And it's this big event, opening it with all these people there. And Brit comes in and brings her flowers and says, I want to apologize to you, and a note. And Kenya totally ignores her, like totally. And Brit's like, okay, I'm just going to leave these here. And Brit leaves. And then Kenya gets up and makes her whole opening about someone came after me and they shouldn't have. And I started looking into who this woman is, and this is who she is. And she starts showing pictures of her.
Like poster board that she printed out.
And this is like
one of the pictures is
revenge
her.
porn type.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the pictures is her, like,
oral sexing.
Yeah. And so, and the Atlanta Housewives are like, we're out, when the place like clears out.
Yeah.
And then there's and Cynthia said, in all my time at the show, this is the lowest I've ever seen anything get. And
now, what is this glitter bracelet you have on underneath? What
It's
is
glitter tape. Ben put it on me. He covered me in
Sorry, it's very eye-catching and beautiful.
I know, it actually is. It's glitter tape.
I like it. It's diamond.
For Ben, yeah.
I'd like
I
that.
have glitter tape everywhere.
Baby,
Yeah.
I'll put it around my coat.
Oh my God. Anyway, so that's what, and then there's a slide at the end of the show that says,
Pay attention to what they saying, y'all.
Well, they say, like, there's all this talk of, after the Me Too movement, it's like if you show someone a dick pic or a nude pic without them saying, yes, I would like to see that right now, that's like sexual assault. You can't just go around being like, hey, someone did it to me the other day. I was at a workout class and they were like, hey, look at this guy from last night. And I was like, I didn't ask to see that right now.
Right. Yes, Jordan?
Well, I was going to say, the bad part of it and the sad part of it was that, like you said, it was Kenya's opening of her store that she's worked so hard for, and that it's been Kenya Moore hair care for years. Yes. And it was like a big moment for her.
Why
and
like
she do that? She should have been celebrating herself, but instead she used the time to do revenge porn and bring somebody else down. And at the end of the day, it was such a bad look for Kenya.
Yeah, why would
she do that? Sabotaged herself and her business.
Yeah. What was she thinking?
Jody from Minneapolis, what did you think?
Okay, so let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. Yeah, I'm aware. But here's the thing. Them saying that is insane about the essay part. Like, what is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? And I mean, although Andy did not say, he didn't say anything, and I kind of feel like he should have interjected in there in some sort of way, and without him saying something says a lot. Without him saying something absolutely says a lot to me. It says a lot in the sense of you feel how you feel about this and you're set on it. So I don't see, I see people online saying Kenya should come to the reunion. Kenya should do this. I don't think Kenya's coming back in any type of capacity. I think she's got her coin and she's done. I've told you guys, I mean, my stance is the same. I may go to hell with you, but I'm not going to do it at the expense of possibly losing sponsorships, losing deals when it comes to my business. I'm just not going to do that. Now, again, I mean, I may go to hell with you. I just may go there. But again, I think that there's a level to it, and I wouldn't do it at my own event. I wouldn't do it. And again, I get it. Production didn't do anything about it. But there's also a way that you could have went about that as well. I just, Kenya is much smarter. And I just don't, I, I, I don't know. Kenya, again, she didn't have to do it. She didn't have to do it at her event. She could have waited until they had a much more private group scene or something. You know, I keep hearing people say or mention the Marlo thing. Like, that wasn't Kenya's event. That was Marlo's event. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a difference, you know, like, and there's no way that I would have let a newbie get me that low at my own event. It just ain't no way in hell. Okay. No way in hell. And listen, somebody, they're debating online right now whether I've been that bitch, I'm still that bitch, whatever she said, and I blow dust. That piece, I mean, it's not as iconic as people trying to make it out to be, okay? Because you did the very opposite of what you just said about yourself. I've been that bitch, still that bitch, but I'm a blow dust at one. Like, you let her get to you at your own event. So therefore, that is not an iconic statement, and y'all gotta quit saying that and trying to pump that up. That is not iconic, okay? Because that is clearly the opposite of what you just said, okay? Because we wouldn't have let anybody do that or have us do that at our own event that you worked hard for. You said you spent your daughter's college fund. No, I just don't get it. It's like you just didn't have to do that, bro. And you know what? I was telling people, and because you know I ain't going back and forth with people in the comments, but the thing about it is people remember you for things that you do, and this is going to loom over your business for way longer than what you want it to, because of the simple fact that you did it at your place of business. Like, people are going to think about this when it comes to Kenya Moore Hair Salon, which is why, baby girl, like, I just don't feel like you had to do that, man. And then I don't like this, y'all. And I know some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but I gotta say it. Kenya has used Brooklyn way more instances and situations than what she needs to. And you gotta stop doing that. I get it that I get Kenya's past. I understand Kenya's past. I understand what she goes through. But at the same time, when your daughter gets a certain age, you have to explain these things that you've done and that situations that you kind of like use her as a crutch. And I don't like that. I think it is, she shouldn't be doing it. She shouldn't be doing it. To say, oh, I did this for my daughter, then say you used your daughter's college fund and then turn around and do this. That doesn't, like, come on. It doesn't line up. And I don't feel like you should keep using your daughter as a way to shield and go. Who knows? It may be trauma. It may be something there, but you cannot keep using your daughter as a shield to whatever that is. Like, it just doesn't look good at all. Like, and for me, I really started liking Kenya when she had Brooklyn. Like, I really started liking her because I felt like we were getting a different Kenya when she became a mother, or when, when she went through her divorce. It felt like a different Kenya. So for me, and again, this is just my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree with me. And I know Team Twirl, maybe y'all be, baby. They say other folks is crazy, but y'all crazy too. But anyway, I just think that you just can't keep doing that. You can't keep doing that. Let me see. Okay, do you think if she would have done this same thing in a different setting, the results would be different? I do. I really do. I do. Because here's the thing. There were high people in her room, in the room there. And what I'm saying is, publicly doing that in front of people who were at your event, it just did not look good. You had TV execs there. You had all kind of people there, possible sponsors, possible people who may even want to at some point go in business with you. Yeah, I do think the impact would have been different. It would have been different. Those people actually saw that with their own eyes, and they left. If y'all go back and watch that scene, they started leaving when she started. When they realized they didn't realize where Kenya was going with them posters. Them people started to leave. But then when that poster of you showing whatever you showed, it was very distasteful. I feel like, again, had it been at a closed scene, most people, most folks ain't watching the show like that. You know what I'm saying? And although it would have been all over the place, like it is now, I get that piece of it. But I just feel like it would have been different. I'm not saying that it's not wrong. So please do not get me wrong there at all. I'm not saying that it's not wrong, regardless of where and how she did it, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the impact would have been different. Your mama do too. Ask her how it was last night. And your pappy do too. Mm-hmm. Your pappy do too. That's how you got here. Thank you, Debbie. Why do that at all? Yeah, I get what y'all saying. I'm not saying that what she did wasn't wrong. I've been saying that. But what I'm saying now is, we have a troll. I tell y'all response to him, honey. I get it. It's wrong no matter how you look at it. I'm just saying that I think the impact would have been a lot different had she not done it at her own event, and had she not had those people in the building. Because folks don't want to see that, sis. Like, no one wants to voluntarily see. Well, I ain't gonna say no one, but the mass majority of people ain't just want to voluntarily see somebody doing that. Yeah, it's not normal. It's not normal. What I do think though is, and I'm just saying this because I'm the type of person, I don't mind going to hell with you. And DJ Rich's guy, he posted a video yesterday. You ain't talking to me though, but the conviction of it all. But I mean, I'll go low with you too. Like, you go low, I can go low too. And I'm a Capricorn, honey. We don't ever forget about nothing. We don't forget. And we're going to get you back, whether it's 6 days after you did what you did or 6 years. We're going to get you back. And I can go there. I can definitely go there. But again, I just don't feel like it was I don't feel like this one was worth it at all. I ain't no Kenya Moore. I ain't on Kenya Moore's status at all. You know what I'm saying? But this wouldn't have been something that I could have went low, and I could have thought of a whole lot of digs. Once I found out about you, I'd have been throwing a whole lot of digs at you probably, and I would have been. But to sum it up to doing something like this, nah, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. But I probably would have went to hell with you. Because it's illegal and a lot of people don't want to be associated with it, and I can get that too. She wasn't worth it, and that's all Cynthia has been trying to say. I don't see nothing wrong with Cynthia and what Cynthia is saying. A lot of people saying Cynthia flip-flopper. Oh, Nene told y'all the truth about Cynthia. Well, when Nene said it, y'all wasn't trying to hear Nene then. So why try to wait until this situation, then all of a sudden you agreeing with Cynthia? Like, these people, they be so wishy-washy. I simply would have escorted Miss Girl off. Man, let me tell you something, Harold. So here's probably what I would have done. Like, you know, if you done something like that to me and I purposely don't send you an invite, or no, I'm not an invite, but if I personally don't disinvite you to the event and I know that you're coming because it's probably all cast, because I know you probably are coming, I would be petty as all get outdoors. And you know what I would have done? We would have relived Nene and the Cynthia version of everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't agree with what Cynthia is saying about Brit. You know, she's taking accountability and then blah, 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 blah. I do feel like she's making excuses for Brit. Now, I will say that. But the other stuff, I believe Cynthia's pinpoint on with. But I would have relived the moment. Baby, we would have had security really let you come in, honey. And then we would have figured out a way. I would have figured out a way. Kenya is known for doing stuff like this. She known for doing stuff like this. Like, we just gonna keep it all the way 1,000. She could have thought of something else to escort that girl out of the building, you know, embarrass her that type of way or something like that. But to go this length was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now that part I do agree with people saying about Cynthia. Like, I do think Cynthia, I do think she's aligning and giving more excuses for the Brit side of things. And that part is what's raising my eyebrow for Cynthia, but not the part about holding her friend accountable, because Kenya needed to hear that. I'm just saying. Kenya hasn't held accountable, or her time has come. What Cent said about Miss Girl, I didn't hear that part. Well, she's been doing like different interviews, and it kind of seems like to me like she's kind of aligning herself with like Brit in a way. And I heard the full interview that she did with Page Six, and she was saying that she was trying to be a friend to all of the girls by kind of being neutral in hearing all ends, right? But it seems like she is aligning herself a little bit more with Brit, with making excuses for Brit, when that shouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying? Not if you my friend. Like, I gotta be honest about that. Like, if I did see my friend doing that, I would feel some type of way about my friend. Like, hold up. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot. You still gotta show the film. I'm not saying that you can't, you know, get to know or whatever you call it. I'm not saying that, but aligning more so with the op or with my op, you know, you know, I don't really rock like that. I don't. I do not. I don't link up with ops. I don't. Well, I'm not saying Cynthia linking up with no ops. I'm not saying that. But again, that's the majority of what people are saying, and I can agree with that. Cynthia has always given Kenya these speeches. Yeah, I feel like you needed to hear, and y'all really dumbing down the fact that she called Shamia. She cussed Shamia smack out. She said, "Bitch, don't tell me you can't tell me." I guess y'all missed that. Maybe y'all need to go watch the Peacock version. She about cuss Shamia out for Shamia saying this ain't it or this what you shouldn't have done or something like that. She said, don't tell me nothing, bitch, or something like that. She said, I was like, damn, Kenya. Damn. Okay, so you really was bothered. You didn't pay that girl dust. I mean, again, you paid that girl. You did not pay that girl dust. That's why your line is not iconic. And I want y'all to quit saying that. Walking around here saying that's iconic. No, it wasn't. It was not. Because you literally did exactly the opposite of what you were saying. Okay, so here is Kenya's response to Andy's co-host. Okay, the two co-hosts are extremely ignorant. SA is R word. Remember, that's Phaedra. That's what Phaedra accused Candy of attempting to do to Portia. Oh God. Then she said, "Revenge." RP question mark. If someone showed Kim K's X tape to you, is that revenge? P. I found that plus tons of other online. She signed a release for it, so it's fair. Receipt. She signed the release for what? That lady ain't signed no release for you to be sit up here going to Kinko's and printing out her pictures. That lady ain't signed a release for that. Kenya. Now, girl. Now, Kenya. Team Twirl. Twirl. Now, why you put that on her? Girl, quit that. Quit that. Quit that. That lady ain't signed a release form for you to be out here showing her sucking on no peen. Okay? That is not what that is. And even if you got it off of a site like OF Girl, y'all cannot do what y'all doing. You cannot do that. Folks can take you on down through the courts. You can't do that. Ma'am. And here's my thing, Kenya. I want you to quit saying that you can find these things online. Because if that's the case, people would be all up and down your timeline on Twitter with X pics and X tapes of damn Brit Edie. Now listen, y'all can say what y'all want to. But Kenya got to be lying about that. Okay? Because, girl, why is it y'all know how hard Twitter and all of these other places go? Twitter is literally an X site. Ma'am, if they were that accessible, somebody would have already put that stuff out on Brit in defense of you. Like, come on, y'all. This is how I know Kenya is not telling the truth. She not telling the truth. Kenya is not telling the truth about finding this shit online. Because if it was found online, where is it at? Why is everybody asking to see the pictures? Why is it the fact that ain't nobody pulled this up? Y'all mean to tell me in 2025, over there, every other post is literally booty and dang-a-lang over there. And y'all mean to tell me ain't nobody found the pictures of Brit Edie over there sucking on a thing and would have put it out already at this point, especially after Sunday's episode. Y'all can't tell me that nobody sent this stuff to Kenya. You cannot. You can't make me believe it. You cannot make me believe she went and found somebody went and found this stuff on the internet. I don't believe it. I just don't. I don't. Sheridan, I would think that someone would have got a hold of it if it was that easy, even with Kenya finding it before. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I have heard that too. And I was kind of hearing that that's why she possibly wasn't on the show. I don't know. But I feel like someone gave these to Kenya that knows Brit or that knew about, that has maybe a vendetta or something against Brit. Because, again, I just don't feel like in 2025 that you are capable of kind of, I don't know. She got to have like a damn team out of this world to get on there and remove all of the stuff. So, no. Okay, so then she said, warning, if you are not an attorney and familiar with Georgia law, then shut the F up. Sick of bias and selective outrage. These comments should not have aired. It's a podcast where it's legal. You don't want to activate Kenya. I shouldn't have shown at my event, but for the love of God, why would they ignore a gun threat? Okay. Kenya, I also feel like where's the selective outrage though? Like most people are saying, now I get it. There are some people who are going up for Brit, but for the most part, I think people are saying that Kenya just didn't have to do this at her event. And she said it. But, girl, you did it at your event. You did it at your event. So, I mean, the outrage, I think people have a reason to be some sort of feeling some sort of way, in a sense to, girl, you've been on this show for 10 seasons. We've seen what you've gone through. Why? Why Brit Edie? You done had some beefs and some folks done some things to you. And you ain't never done something like this. Come on now. The selective outrage by this girl. I mean, and you know what, y'all? I mean, for me, I don't like. I think what Kenya means by that is people, literally holding you accountable. But then also too, there's not. At least I haven't seen. I've seen maybe a handful people going up for Brit, but Miss Kenya, I think there's a lot of areas where you can accept accountability, not just that you done it at your event. I really think the Vaquilla was running through her veins. That's what gave her the courage to do it. Nah, Harold. She thought about that shit. You forgot she went around there to Kinko's and had that poster printed. She thought about that. Now, unless she had been on that liquid all through the week or whatever, then but she thought about that. Kenya thought about that. She thought about that. And she had to have time. If you say you had to go online and you done a background check, you had to look for her. Kenya thought about that. That went through Kenya's mind a couple of times. It was a choice. It was a choice. It was absolutely a choice. It was a choice. Mama's thought about that. Where did she post this? It was a response to one of the blogs that had posted the audio of Andy's show. I don't know what Kenya thought was going to happen after she showed those pics shaking my head. I'm with Portia. She was smart to get the F up out of there. Yeah, I'm Kenya. I don't think she's remorseful about doing it. She's only being regretful about the location. Right. But I'm still saying, and most don't have to agree with me, but I'm still saying stop using your daughter too. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that. Cause I above all things, that's distasteful to me. We can't be using these kids as a shield. Now we just cannot do that. Well, I feel bad and want to support her business. Y'all think, think about bald head. Going over there, they say you can make an appointment. They say you can make an appointment and stuff online. That's what they say. I don't know how true it is. But they say you can make an appointment. I told somebody in the comments, share and take their bald head ass around there because they was going back and forth with me over there about my thoughts. And she said something about you sassy. Why are you up here worried about somebody's hair salon or something like that? They said, and said that I need to be concerned about cooking a meal. And then they came back and was like, her business is booming and banging and she's booked and busy. And I said, well, if she's so damn booked and busy, you take your bald head ass around there and see if she'll rub on your damn head, do something for you. How about that? Since you got so much shit to talk, take your bald head ass around there and see if she could do something to your head. Okay? Like, girl, I just, y'all be getting on my nerves. And then I just have to respond, I just have to clap back. Just do. And then they was laughing up under the comments. She was talking about, it's not that funny. Yeah, I mean, you can't be mad at these people. You came for me first. You came and commented up under my comments, so you get what you get. Right. I'm so tired of sassy. It's not closed, appointment only. I presume it's for safety. Yeah, when I Googled it, I think it's only open Wednesday through Saturday, maybe, or something like that. It's only open a couple of days and it's only open a couple of hours. But yeah, I think it's for security purposes. Why do they continue to get smart with you? They don't know me. They don't know me and I don't know them. So then most of the time, they'll back down and they'll stop commenting back. And she did. She responded to everybody else besides me. I'm sorry for you. You shouldn't have came for me. Meanwhile, Andy is getting old. Jesus. Andy is getting old. Andy is definitely getting old. And ain't going nowhere. But he getting old. Alicia. Yeah, no, it's not closed. It's not closed. Again, I don't know. According to Google, let me see. Let's see. Kenya Moore hair spa. Yeah, it's only open Thursday through Saturday. Thursday and Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 9 to 6. And it's closed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Hey, Sam's babe, what's going on? What's going on? So, again, I'm glad to hear that. I am so glad to hear that your surgery went well. God is good. Yes, God is good, honey. God is good. Leo Lion, what's going on? So I wonder where can you get those pics of Brit and X? I don't know. Somebody got to have it out for Brit, in my opinion. I mean, the streets are talking and the streets are saying Ming Lee, you know, that's Dad and Ty Young. That's gonna be on Basketball Wives. Cause y'all know she has been at a couple of events. I think she was at Kelly's event, and then we saw her at Kenya's event. I think they said she was there. I think I did see her. She stayed around at the end. Because I think she's friends with Kenya's other friend, the one that's coming out making excuses for Kenya. What's her name? Akila and the Bee. No shade, but that girl is beautiful to me. But yeah, Akila and the Bee. The fact that Brit was on Stevie J's bus tells me all I need to know. You know what? And Brit, listen, I believe she belong over there with Lemon Pepper Step in them. She belong over there with Lemon Pepper Step in them. They keep talking about love and hip hop. It's not even love and hip hop. To me, you belong over there with Lemon Pepper Stepper. Don't they know Georgia don't play with Revenge P? I mean, I guess they finding out. Brit probably not coming back next season. I don't think she's coming back either. I believe they playing it cute right now because of her attorneys. Now they are saying that Brit got a good legal team, good legal team. They are saying that. Yeah, she belong over to Lemon Pepper stepping them because over here, her and Mia be lying. They belong in the ghetto, if you ask me. To me, it's not about Brit. It's more about what Kenya did. We don't know to like her. What you mean, Kat? So you saying that about, what you mean by that? Okay, to me, it's not about Brit. It's more about what Kenya did with the shrug emoji. We don't even know her like that. I mean, we don't even know her to like her. Oh, I see what you're saying. She can get a felon with that. Oh, I thought they said Brit was allegedly paid not to sue. That's what I heard too. I tried to drag her daily and got blocked. You was over there in that lady comments, Girlfriend Chronicles. You was over there in her comments, dragging her. Brit can't breathe, and her husband. You know what? Let me just tell y'all something about that husband. Okay, now I'm in the community. Okay, and you know, typically, I guess you would call me a hypocrite, right? What I'm getting ready to say. Okay. The husband don't give me husband. The husband give me, hey girl, friend, like, you know, the husband don't give me husband. I'm just saying, the husband definitely gives me like, I'm your homegirl, like, you know, like, hey girl, like, you know, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sorry, but I gotta say it. The husband don't give me husband. The husband gives me hey girl. Okay. Because and where you be coming from? Where do you be coming from, sir? How did you just magically pop the hell up? When she left from that table, she said, let me call my husband, the only one who cares about me. Next thing we know, we see your peanut head ass leaving out of the building with her. Where did you come from? Like... That's what people keep calling them the new court. Hey, Bama girl, listen. I was just like, girl, what? And then the fact that thank y'all for the well wishes. Thank you, Girlfriend Chronicles. I'm trying to get as strong as I can. What was I going to say? Lord Jesus. It's definitely a lavender marriage. Baby, it's something there because I'm just like, yeah, okay. Where did you come from? I just don't understand. He's always around, child. He also, I'ma shut up. She is what happens when your mama lets you do any and everything as a teenager. I agree. I actually agree. I agree. I listened to an attorney, Kenya and Chef. Your points are right on. So kudos to you. Oh, thank you. You know, it's just my my opinions on some of these things. Or are they even married? I don't know, child. I don't know. But he just ugh. Kat, I don't really think, based on what I've seen online, I don't think your opinion is too far off. I've seen people say that they don't like Brit or Kelly. Actually, I like Kelly a little bit. Now Kelly, I gotta call you out on your lies because you said that you didn't hear this girl say whips and pistols. You know what, y'all? Can we pause on whips? Who the fuck is saying that to somebody else black? Can we stop right there? Cause who is walking around saying that? I just now really realized who is saying that? Who black walking around talking about whips? Girl, what? Whips and pistols. Girl, let me tell you something. Again, that is ghetto as hell. I mean, it ain't no other way around it. That is just so ghetto. But that girl hollered out security when Brit was saying that. She kept hollering out security. So you heard her. Stop lying. Now, some of them other girls, I can get it. You know, when you filming a scene, it is very chaotic. So I could probably see some of them probably missing it. But if anybody heard it, Brit damn sure heard it. I've been waiting to review the show just to say that. Yeah, you know what? It didn't dawn on me. It didn't dawn on me until just now. Like, who in the hell is black walking around here saying whips and like what? Whips? Hell no. Right. Facts, because who even thinks about that? Right, like, and who thinks about saying that to somebody else black? Like, what the hell? The fuck's wrong with you? Kelly was standing right there beside her. Yeah, she sure was. That's why I said, and she hollered out. She said security a couple times. I'm gonna go back and watch the Peacock version. Which I don't really think the Peacock. I think the difference between the actual episodes is they don't blur out like the curse words and stuff. And then when the reunion comes on, the edits are different or whatever. So uncensored, you can hear pretty much everything. But for a production to say that they didn't hear Brit saying that is also crazy too. Now, I would have to admit, like, Kenya wasn't wrong in hearing that girl say that. She definitely wasn't wrong with hearing that girl say that. So I do think, like, production, y'all, that's why I say Bravo did not handle this like they should have. They should have definitely listened to Kenya about a damn threat, especially about one. Maybe y'all just didn't care because y'all heard us say whips or something. I don't know. But girl, don't say that shit no more. Don't do that shit no more. I just thought about that. Whips. You mean whips? Girl. Brit, you better hope I don't do another video on you because I'm going to tear your ass up in that video. I'm just now noticing, y'all, it's just really like coming to me that girl said whips. Like, what the fuck do you mean whips? Nah, her ass need to be over there with Lemon Pepper Stepper and them over there at Zeus, because that's how she acting. She be over there with Tommy Lee now. What? Anyway, child, I just cannot. Yeah, they both should have been suspended. They both should have been suspended. I do agree. They both should have been suspended. Bravo did not handle this right. And they talking about they did 2 investigations and all of that. Girl, y'all still didn't handle it right, Andy. Especially you. I don't know. I feel like Andy not saying nothing while they were saying what they were saying says a lot. I really do. Like, you being silent in that moment, or you not coming back and trying to rebuttal or something. I don't know. It says a lot about how I think he feels about this Kenya situation. Andy, you should invite Kenya on Watch. I don't think she'll do it, but you should invite her on Watch Wipers Live, have a conversation with her, and, you know, whatever. But that'll never damn happen, I don't think. And Brit already looked like she easy to beat up. Zeus will have a field day with her. Child. Well, one thing I hope they do is knock her nostrils together or something. Do something with them nostrils. Because, girl, you know how back in the day how your mama used to tell you to blow your nose and she wipe your nose all aggressive and hard? That's what I want to do to Brit. I just want to provide her with a handkerchief and just tell her to blow. Just blow. Blow. Wait. Chef the Whip comment, she has a protective keychain with self-defense items on it, and it's a whip. Oh, one of the items on it is a whip. I don't know. I still just don't think you should be saying it to no black people. Like, that shit is like traumatized. Why would you say that? Kenya did take accountability. Where is Brit? Other than her apology that it appears her producers told her to do. You know what? I feel like Brit has not been held accountable, in my opinion, like, at all. And yes, you can definitely tell production had a conversation with her. I don't know though. Like, I just like no accountability at all. And I don't want to hear this bullshit at the reunion either. Well, I'm so sorry, and I don't want to hear that shit either. Hold her accountable. Hold her accountable in another type of way. But I don't want to hear that apology. That save it. Andy is doing Kenya the same way he did Nene. Kenya thought that she was Bravo's darling after Nene got the boot, and now look at what they're doing to her. I do think when I do think when Kenya went over there to V103 and she did that interview, Kenya, producers was listening. Take that how y'all want to, Team Tour, but them producers was over there listening. Or they was listening. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They were listening. Yeah, they was listening, honey. Cringe AF, cringe as if comment about the whip comment. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. The hell you mean? Whips and whips and pistols. Girl. I think Kenya messed up when she did that interview with Carlos. I think she messed up when she did the interview with Carlos, and I think she messed up when she did the interview with the interview with Carlos, and I feel like I'm missing another interview she did. Maybe that was it. Brit shouldn't have showed up to the event, especially knowing that how that. Oh, I agree with that, and I feel like again that was production. I feel like that was production for sure. Y'all don't put her on the other shows. LOL, she'll get over there. Y'all done put her on the other shows. Who? You talking about Brit Edie? Girl, she need to go over there with Lemon Pepper stepping them. And Broly will wear her ass out. Broly about the only one I know on there. I don't know them people like that. I only know Rolly because I know Rolly used to have her own show, or she was a part of a show over there on Zeus before Zeus got baddies. I don't know them people like that though. Yeah, Kenya. Kenya. Listen. Hate that Kenya had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just overshadowed everything. It just overshadowed. And mind you, allegedly, Kenya already been on thin ice with the producers ever since the Bolo situation. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, I do believe that interview with Carlos, because you got to think about it. All of Carlos, when Carlos interviewed with these Bravo girls, they don't really like it. They don't really like it. Like, I know they didn't like when Quad sat down with Carlos. They don't really like it. But yeah, Kenya was saying some stuff. And when she spoke on Nene over there at V103, you literally almost like going through. You kind of going through it with Bravo. But you was saying some stuff about Nene, and now Nene kind of got one over you a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or basically, Nene got a clap back. Like, if you come at her again, like, she got something to clap back with you at. So, she also did that marriage ceremony to Mark and didn't have Bravo included. Oh, yep. She pretty much got set out for doing that. Child, I don't know y'all, but Kenya girl. Team twirl. Y'all better twirl. And the reason why I got that rotten peach over there with Brit is because she give me a rotten peach, okay? You shouldn't have one, truth be told. I would rather Cynthia get her peach back than for you to have one. Baby, they could bring back Claudia Jordan before I really like who Brit is. And y'all know I can't stand Claudia Jordan. Okay? Y'all know I cannot stand Claudia Jordan. They could bring Claudia Jordan back and I'd take her over damn Brit rotten ass Edie. Kenya thought this was gonna get her another cookie lady situation. Ooh, if she was wrong for how she did with that cookie lady and Tanya. Andy asked Cynthia what she thought about the investigation and how it was handled. I want to know what was in the investigation, nosy me. I don't know. I'ma shut up. Listen, guys. Hopefully y'all double tap. Let's see what them likes looking like. Y'all double tap the screen. It don't cost you nothing to double tap the screen. I have something coming for my members in Patreon. It's gonna be a little cute video for y'all coming soon. I'm really trying to get it out today. And once I get it out, we'll be good to go. It's gonna be good. But other than that, y'all, I had to just come over here and talk to y'all about what Miss Kenya Moore had to say. Okay. She told Andy's co-host to shut the up. Okay. About that essay stuff, which I do think that was insane to say. I do. Now that was a reach for me. But anyway, I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Make sure again to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. You know, everybody, as y'all can see, we have a good time over here giving our opinions. And we don't fall out about it. Okay. All right. Well, again, I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a good day, and I will talk to you guys. I mean, if something else damn happened, I'll be back up here. But if not, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.